Hello guys, it's me, Bunny Rabbit Lives, and if y'all can't hear me, please let me know. I will be reading, what's it called? The Last Unicorn, chapter 5. Maybe more if, we get to it. But really, we'll see. 1 second. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can see y'all's, chat, but right now at the moment, I'm having somewhat of a hard time. So give me a second. I will be right back. And things will get back on track, okay? Oh, sorry. Still trying to figure things out. Let me see. I am back. And hello, everybody. It's me, Bunny Rabbit Lives. I should be able to see y'all's chats now. And yes. Okay, so y'all know how I stream in my closet, right? Hi, Crazy Jax. How are you doing? Is that a reference to the Amazing Digital Circus? Hand, please, girl. Hands. I like the Amazing Digital Circus. I haven't been able to finish it yet, but I can't wait to see what happens. I haven't gotten very far in it. I'm streaming in my closet. You see me looking up right now. There's a tote in here, and it's ginormous, and it's like up, but it's not pushed all the way. So I'm kind of scared for my life right now. You can see my eyeball. Like that? Can you repeat after me, please? Hi. Hello, Ashley. Glasses off. Oh, you want me to take my glasses off? In the game? Oh. I could do that. I think I like me with glasses, so I like me with glasses. I mean, I could do it, though. There's nothing wrong with me, like... Hold on. I'll take them off for a second. Oh, God. Hold on. I'll take them off for a second. And then put them back on. There you go. Glasses off. And glasses on. Let's go. I like me with my glasses. I like me with my glasses, okay? And guys, I will be reading The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle, chapter 5. Sometimes it takes a toll on my throat, okay, because I ain't a voice actor, but as long as I can make y'all's day, you know, trying to differentiate the characters and stuff, that's all that matters, okay? If you see me look up, it's because I'm panicking. And my Tamagotchi's fine. She's happy, jumping around. Are y'all ready? Okay. We will be starting in 1, 2, 3, and go. All that Shmendrick remembered later of his wild ride with the outlaws was the wind, the saddle's edge, and the laughter in the jingling giant. He was too busy brooding over the ending of his hat trick to notice much else. Too much English, he suggested to himself. Overcompensation. But he shook his head, which was difficult in his position. The magic knows what it wants to do, he thought, bouncing as the horse dashed across a creek. But I never know what it knows, not at the right time anyway. I'd write it a letter if I knew where it lived. Brush and branches raked his face, and owls hooted in his ears. The horses had slowed to a trot, then to a walk. A high trembling voice called out, "Halt! And give the password." "Damn it, here we go," Jack Jingley muttered. He scratched his head with a sound like sawing, raised his voice, and answered. Oh, wait. Let me take a break from this. I gotta sing happy birthday, okay? Okay, guys, 1 second. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Crazy Dax. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Your pants are short. Alright, guys, back on track. May you live many, many more years. A short life and a merry one. Here in the sweet greenwood, jolly comrades united, to victory plighted. Liberty, the thin voice corrected. To liberty plighted. The I sound makes all the difference. Thank ye. To liberty plighted, comrades united. Nah, I said that. A short life and a merry one. Jolly comrades. Nah, that's not it. Jack Dingley scratched his head again and groaned. To liberty plighted. Give me a little help, will ye? All for one and one for all, the voice said obligingly. Can you get the rest yourself? All for one and one for all. I haven't, the giant shouted. All for one and one for all. United we stand. Divided we fall. He kicked his horse and started on again. An arrow squealed out of the dark, sliced the wedge from his ear, nicked the horse of the man riding behind him, and skittered away like a bat. The outlaws scattered to the safety of the trees, and Jack Dingley yelled with rage, "Damn your eyes! I gave the password 10 times over. Let me only get my hands on ye." "We changed the password while you were gone, Jack," came the voice of the sentry. "It was too hard to remember." "Ah, you changed the password, did ye?" Jack Dingley dabbed at the bleeding ear with a fold of Shmendrick's cloak. "And how was I to know that, ye brainless, tripless, liverless git?" Don't get mad, Jack, the sentry answered soothingly. You see, it doesn't really matter if you don't know the new password because it's so simple. You just call like a giraffe. The captain thought of it himself. Call like a giraffe. The giant swore till even the horses fidgeted with embarrassment. Yanini, a giraffe makes no sound at all. The captain might as well have us call like a fish or a butterfly. I know. That way nobody can forget the password, even you. Isn't the captain clever? There's no limit to the man, Jack Dingley said, wonderingly. But see here, what's to keep a ranger or one of the king's men from calling like a giraffe when ye hail him? Aha, the sentry chuckled. That's where the cleverness of it is. You have to give the call 3 times, 2 long and 1 short. Jack Dingley sat silent on his horse, rubbing his ear. 2 long and 1 short. He sighed presently. Oh, 'tis no more foolish than the time he'd have no password at all, and shot any who answered the challenge. 2 long and 1 short. Right. He rode on through the trees, and his men trailed after him. Voices murmured somewhere ahead, sullen as robed bees. As they drew nearer, Shmendrick thought he could make out a woman's tone among them. Then his cheek felt firelight, and he looked up. They had halted in a small clearing where another 10 or 12 men sat around a campfire, fretting and grumbling. The air smelled of burned beans. A freckled, red-haired man, dressed in somewhat richer rags than the rest, strode forward to greet them. "Well, Jack," he cried, "who's it you bring us, comrade or captive?" Over his shoulder he called to someone, "Add some more water to the soup, love. There's company." I don't know what he is myself," Jack Dingley rumbled. He began to tell the story of the mayor and the hat, but he had hardly reached the roaring descent upon the town when he was interrupted by a thin thorn of a woman who came pushing through the ring of men to trill. "I'll not have it, Cully. The soup's no thicker than sweat as it is." She had a pale, bony face, with fierce, tawny eyes, and hair the color of dead grass. "And who's this long lout?" she asked, inspecting Shmendrick as though he were something she had found sticking to the sole of her shoes. "He's no townsman. I don't like the look of him. Slit his wizard." She had meant to say either weasand or gisand, and had said both, but the coincidence trailed down Shmendrick's spine like wet seaweed. He slid off Jack Dingley's horse and stood before the outlaw captain. "I am Shmendrick the magician," he announced, swirling his cloak with both hands until it billowed freely. "And are you truly the famous Captain Cully of the Greenwood, boldest of the bold and freest of the free?" A few of the outlaws snickered, and the woman groaned. "Ugh, I knew it," she declared. "Gut him, Cully, from guilt to guilt, before he does you the way the last one did." But the captain bowed proudly, showing an eddy of baldness on his crown, and answered, "That I am. He who haunts me for my head shall find a fearful foe, but he who seeks me as a friend may find me friend enow. How do you come here, sir?" "On my stomach," said Shmendrick, and unintentionally, but in friendship nonetheless. "Though your leman doubts it," he added, nodding at the thin woman. She spat on the ground. Captain Cully grinned and laid his arm warily along the woman's sharp shoulders. "Ah, that's only Molly Grew's way," he explained. "She guards me better than I do myself. I am generous and easy, to the point of extravagance, perhaps. An open hand to all fugitives from tyranny. That's my motto. It is only natural that Molly should become suspicious, pinched, dour, prematurely old, even a touch tyrannical. The bright balloon needs the knot at one end, eh, Molly? But she's a good heart. A good heart. The woman shrugged herself away from him, but the captain did not turn his head. You are welcome here, Sir Sorcerer, he told Shmendrick. Come to the fire and tell us your tale. How do they speak of me in your country? What have you heard of dashing Captain Cully and his band of freemen? Have a taco. Shmendrick accepted the place by the fire, graciously declined the gilded morsel, and replied, I have heard that you are the friend of the helpless and the enemy of the mighty, and that you and your merry men lead a joyous life in the forest, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. I know the tale of how you and Jack Dingley cracked one another's crowns with quarterstaves and became blood brothers thereby, and how you saved your Molly from marriage to the rich old man her father had chosen for her. In fact, Shmendrick had never heard of Captain Cully before that very evening, but he had a good grounding in Anglo-Saxon folklore and knew the type. And of course, he hazarded, there was a certain wicked king. Haggard, rot and ruin him, Cully cried. Ay, there's not one here but's been done wrong by old King Haggard. Driven from his rightful land, robbed of his... Bruh. Hold on, guys. Okay. Haggard rot and ruin him, Cully cried. Ay, there's not one ear but's been done wrong by old King Haggard, driven from his rightful land, robbed of his rank and rents, skinned out of his patrimony. They live only for revenge, mark you, magician, and one day Haggard will pay such a reckoning. A score of shaggy shadows hissed assent, but Molly Grew's laughter fell like hail, rattling and stinging. Mayhap we will, she mocked. But it won't be to such chattering caverns he'll pay it. His castle rots and totters more each day, and his men are too old to stand up in armor, but he'll rule forever, for all Captain Cully dares. Shmendrick raised an eyebrow, and Cully flushed radish red. You must understand, he mumbled. King Haggard has this bull. Ah, the Red Bull. The Red Bull, Molly hooted. Oh, bruh. Ah, the Red Bull, Molly hooted. I tell you what, Cully. After all these years in the wood with you, I have come to think the bull's not but the pet name you give your cowardice. If I hear that fable once more, I'll go down old Haggard myself. And know you for a... Enough, Cully roared. Not before strangers. He tugged at his sword, and Molly opened her arms to it, still laughing. Around the fire, greasy hands twiddled. Dagger hilts and the longbows seemed to string themselves, but Shmendrick spoke up then, seeking to salvage Cully's sinking vanity. He hated family scenes. Thank you. Sorry, guys. They sing the ballad of you in my country, he began. Oh, wait, bruh. Guys, I don't know why I'm so sleepy right now, but forgive me. Please. They sing a ballad of you in my country, he began. I forget just how it goes. Captain Cully spun like a cat, ambushing its own tail. Which one? He demanded. I don't know, Shmendrick answered, taken aback. Is there more than one? Hey, indeed, Cully cried glowing and growling as though pregnant with his pride. Willie Gentle, where's the lad? A lank-haired youth with a lute and pimples shambled up. Sing one of my exploits for the gentleman, Captain Cully ordered him. Sing the one about how you joined my band. I've not heard it since Tuesday last. The minstrel sighed, struck a chord, and began to sing in a wobbly countertenor. Oh, it was Captain Cully came riding home from slaying of the king's gay deer, when whom should he spy but a pale young man came drooling o'er to Heathliah. What news, my pretty young man? What ails ye, that ye sigh so deep? Is it for the loss of your lady fair, or are ye but scabbit in your grief? I am nae scabbit, whatever that means, and my griep is as well as a griep may be. But I do sigh for my lady fair, whom my three brothers have riven for me. I am Captain Cully of the sweet green wood, and the men at my call are fierce and free. If I do rescue your lady fair, what service will ye render me? If ye do rescue my lady fair, I will break your nose, ye silly old gawk. But she wore an emerald at her throat, which my three brothers also took. Then the captain was gone to the three bold thieves, and he's made his sword bathe to shiver and sing. Ye may keep the lass, but I'll have the stain, for it's fit for the crown of a royal king. Now comes the best part, Cully whispered to Shmendrick. He was bouncing eagerly on his toes, hugging himself. Then it's three cloaks off, and it's three swords out, and it's three swords whistling like the tea. By the faith of my body, says Captain Cully, now ye shall have neither the stain or she. And he's driven them up, and he's driven them down, and he's driven them to and fro like sheep. Like sheep? Cully breathed. He rocked and hummed and parried three swords with his forearm for the remaining 17 stanzas of the song, rapturously oblivious to Molly's mockery and the restlessness of his men. The ballad ended at last, and Shmendrick applauded loudly and earnestly, complimenting Willie Gentle on his right-hand technique. I call it Alan a Dale picking, the minstrel answered. He would have expounded further, but Cully interrupted him, saying, Good, Willie, good boy, now play the others. He beamed at what Shmendrick hoped was an expression of pleased surprise. I said that there were several songs about me. There are 31, to be exact, though none are in the Child collection just at present. His eyes widened suddenly, and he grasped the magician's shoulders. You wouldn't be Mr. Child himself now, would you? He demanded. He often goes seeking ballads, so I've heard, disguised as a plain man. Shmendrick shook his head. No, I am very sorry, really. The captain sighed and released him. It doesn't matter, he murmured. One always hopes, of course, even now, to be collected, to be verified, unnoted, to have variant versions, even the one that's authenticity doubted. One's authenticity doubted. Well, never mind. Sing the other songs, Willie lad. You'll need the practice one day, when you're field recorded. The outlaws grumbled and scoffed, kicking at stones. A hoarse voice bawled from a safe shadow. Nah, Willie, sing us a true song. Sing us one about Robin Hood. Who said that? Cully's loosened sword clacked in its sheath, and he turned from side to side. His face suddenly seemed as pale and weary as a used lemon drop. I did, said Molly Grew, who hadn't. The men are bored with the ballads of your bravery, Captain Darling. Even if you did write them all yourself. Cully winced and stole a side glance at Shmendrick. They can still be folk songs, can't they, Mr. Child? He asked in a low, worried voice. After all, I'm not Mr. Child, Shmendrick said. Really, I am not. I mean, you can't leave epic events to the people. They get everything wrong. An aging rogue in tattered velvet now slunk forward. Captain, if we're to have folk songs, and I suppose we must, then we feel they ought to be true songs about real outlaws, not this lying life we live. No offense, Captain, but we're really not very merry when all's said. I'm merry 24 hours a day, Dick Fancy, Cully said coldly. That is a fact. And we don't steal from the rich and give to the poor, Dick Fancy hurried on. We steal from the poor because they can't fight back, most of them. And the rich take from us because they could wipe us out in a day. We don't rob the fat, greedy mayor on the highway. We pay him tribute every month to leave us alone. We never carry off proud bishops and keep them prisoner in the wood, feasting and entertaining them, because Molly hasn't any good dishes. And besides, we just wouldn't be very stimulating company for a bishop. When we go to the fair in disguise, we never win at the archery or at single stick. We do get some nice compliments on our disguises, but no more than that. I sent a tapestry to the judging once, Molly remembered. It came in fourth, fifth. A night at vigil. Everyone was doing vigils that year. Suddenly she was scrubbing her eyes with horny knuckles. Damn you, Cully! What? 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 He yelled in exasperation. Is it my fault you didn't keep up with your weaving? Once you had your man, you let all your accomplishments go. You don't sew or sing any more. You haven't illuminated a manuscript in years. And what happened to that viola da gamba I got you? He turned to Shmendrick. We might as well be married, the way she's gone to seed. The magician nodded frantically and looked away. And as for righting wrongs and fighting the civil liberties, that sort of thing, Dick Fancy said, it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, I'm not the crusader type myself. Some are and some aren't. But then we have to sing those songs about wearing Lincoln green and aiding the oppressed. We don't, Cully. We turn them in for the reward. And those songs are just embarrassing. That's all. And there's the truth of it. Captain Cully folded his arms, ignoring the outlaw's snarls of agreement. Sing the songs, Willie. I'll not. The minstrel will not raise a hand to touch his lute. And you never fought my brothers for any stone, Cully. You wrote them a letter, which you didn't sign. Cully drew back his arm, and blades blinked among the men, as though someone had blown on a heap of coals. At this point Shmendrick stepped forward again, smiling urgently. If I may offer an alternative, he suggested, why not let your guest earn his night's lodging by amusing you? I can neither sing nor play, but I have my own accomplishments. And you may not have seen their like. Jackie Jingley agreed immediately, saying, Cully, a magician! 'Twould would be a rare treat for the lads." Molly Grew grumbled some savage generalization about wizards as a class, but the men shouted with a quick delight, throwing one another into the air. The only reluctance was shown by Captain Cully himself, who protested sadly. "Yes, but the songs. Mr. Child must hear the songs." "And so I will," Shmendrick assured him. "Later." Cully brightened then and cried to his men to give way and make room. They sprawled and squatted in the shadows, watching with sprung grins as Shmendrick began to run through the old flummeries with which he had entertained the country folk at the midnight carnival. It was paltry magic, but he thought it diverting enough for such a cruise as Cully's. But he had judged them too easily. They applauded his rings and scarves, his ears full of goldfish and aces, with a proper pointless but without wonder. Oh, proper politeness, but without wonder. Offering no true magic, he drew no magic back from them, and when a spell failed, as when promising to turn a duck into a duke for them to rob, he produced a handful of duke cherries. He was clapped just as kindly and vacantly as though he had succeeded. They were a perfect audience. Cully smiled impatiently, and Jack Dingley dozed, but it startled the magician to see the disappointment in Molly Grew's restless eyes. Sudden anger made him laugh. He dropped 7 spinning balls that had been glowing brighter and brighter as he juggled them. On a good evening he could make them catch fire. Let go all his hated skills and closed his eyes. "Do as you will," he whispered to the magic. "Do as you will." It sighed through him, beginning somewhere secret. In his shoulder blade, perhaps, or in the marrow of his shin bone. His heart filled with a taut like sail, and something moved more surely in his body than he ever had. It spoke with his voice, commanding. Weak with power, he sank to his knees and waited to be Shmendrick again. "I wonder what I did. I did something." He opened his eyes. Most of the outlaws were chuckling and tapping their temples, glad of the chance to mock him. Captain Cully had risen, anxious to pronounce that part of the entertainment ended. Then Molly Grew cried in a soft, shaking voice, and all turned to see what she saw. A man came walking to the clearing. He was dressed in green, but for a brown jerkin and a slanting brown cap with a woodcock's feather on it. He was very tall, too tall for a living man. The great bow slung over his shoulder looked as long as Jack Dingley, and his arrows would have made spears or staves for Captain Cully. Taking no notice of all the still shabby forms by the fire, he strode through the night and vanished with no sound of breath or footfall. After him came others, one at a time or two together, some conversing, many laughing, but none making any sound. All carried long bows, and all wore green, save one who came clad in scarlet to his toes, and another gowned in a friar's brown habit, his feet in sandals, and his enormous belly contained by a rope belt. One played a lute and sang silently as he walked. Alan a Dale. It was raw, Willie Gentle. Look at those changes. His voice was as naked as a baby bird. Effortlessly proud, graceful as giraffes, even the tallest among them, a kind-eyed blunderbore, the bowman moved across the clearing. Last, hand in hand, came a man and a woman. Their faces were as beautiful as though they had never known fear. The woman's heavy hair shone with a secret, like a cloud that hides the moon. "Oh," said Molly Greer. "Marian." "Robin Hood is a myth," Captain Cully said nervously. "A classic example of the heroic folk figures synthesized out of need. Don Henry is another. Men have to have heroes, but no man can ever be as big as the need. And so a legend grows around a grain of truth, like a pearl. Not that it isn't a remarkable trick, of course. It was the city dandy Dick Fancy who moved first. All the figures but the last two had passed into the darkness when he rushed after them, calling hoarsely, "Robin! Robin! Mr. Hood, sir! Wait for me!" Neither the man nor the woman turned, but every man of Cully's band, saving only Jack Dingley and the captain himself, ran to the clearing's edge, tripping and trampling one another, kicking the fire so that the clearing turned with shadows. "Robin!" they shouted, and Marian, Scarlet, Little John, come back, come back!" Shmendrick began to laugh, tenderly and helplessly. Over their voices Captain Cully screamed, "Fools! Fools! And children! It was a lie, like all magic. There is no such person as Robin Hood." But the outlaws, wild with loss, went crashing into the woods after the shining archers, shining archers, stumbling over logs, falling through thorn bushes, wailing hungrily as they ran. Only Molly Grew stopped and looked back. Her face was burning white. "Nay, Cully, you have it backward," she called to him. "There's no such a person as you or me, or any of us. Robin and Marian are real, and we are the legend." Then she ran on, crying, "Wait, wait!" like the others, leaving Captain Cully and Jack Dingley to stand in the trampled firelight and listen to the magician's laughter. Shmendrick hardly noticed when they sprang on him and seized his arms, nor did he flinch when Cully pricked his ribs with a dagger, hissing, "That was a dangerous diversion, Mr. Child, and rude as well. You could have said you didn't want to hear the songs." The dagger twitched deeper. Far away he heard Jack Dingley growl, "He's not Child, Cully, nor is he any journeyman wizard either. Neither. I know him now. He is Haggard's son, the Prince Lir, as foul as his father and doubtless handy with the black arts. Hold your hand, Captain. He's no good to us, dead." Cully's voice drooped. "Are you sure, Jack? He seemed such a pleasant fellow." "Pleasant fellow, pleasant fool, you mean? Eh, Lir has that air. I've heard tell. He plays the gormless innocent, but he's the devil for deception. The way he gave out to be this child cove just to get you off your guard." "I want off my guard, Jack," Cully protested. "Not for a moment. I may have seemed to be, but I'm very deceptive myself." And the way he called up Robin Hood to fill the lads with longing and turn them against you. Wait, what the heck? But he gave himself away that time, and now he'll buy us, though his father sent the Red Bull to free him. What? Oh wait, I think that's okay. 1 second. And the way he called up Robin Hood to fill the lads with longing and turn them against you. But he gave himself away that time, and now he'll bide with us, though his father sent the Red Bull to free him. Cully caught his breath at that, but the giant picked up Shmendrick and bore him to a great tree, where he bound him with his face to the trunk, and his arms stretched around it. Shmendrick made matters easier by hugging the tree as fondly as a new bride. There, Jack Dingley said at last. Do ye guard him the night, Cully, whiles I sleep, and in the morning it's me to old Haggard to see what this boy's worth to him. Happen we'll all be gentlemen of leisure in a month's time. What of the men? Cully asked worriedly. Will they come back, do you think? The giant yawned and turned away. They'll be back by morning, sad and sneezing, and you'll have to be easy with them for a bit. They'll be back, for they am not the sort to trade something for nothing, and no more am I. Robin Hood might have stayed for us if we were. Good night to ye, Captain. There was no sound when he was gone but crickets and Shmendrick's soft chuckling to the tree. The fire faded and Cully turned in circles, sighing as each ember went out. Finally he sat down on a stump and addressed the captive magician. Haggard's son you may be, he mused, and not the collector child, as you claim. But whoever you are, you know very well that Robin Hood is the fable and I am the reality. No ballads will accumulate around my name unless I write them myself. No children will read of my adventures in their schoolbooks and play at being me after school. And when the professors prowl through the old tales, and scholars sift the old songs to learn if Robin Hood ever truly lived, they will never, never find my name. Not till they crack the world for the grain of its heart. But you know, and therefore I am going to sing you the songs of Captain Cully. He was a good he was a good gay rascal who stole from the rich and gave to the poor. In their gratitude the people made up these simple verses about him, whereupon he sang them all, including the one that Willie Gentle had sung for Shmendrick. He paused often to comment on the varying rhythm patterns. The the assonantal rhymes, and the modal melodies. Okay, guys. All right, that's chapter 5. How are we doing? Did I miss anything? Hold on. It is 8:42. All right. I think I saw something about shoes. Was that correct? Ooh, I think this is sweet tea. Stay hydrated, guys. Stay hydrated. Oh my gosh, Jack Jingly's voice really took a toll, am I right? Anyways, yeah, that toad is still scaring me, yo. Did I tell y'all about the squirrel when I visited my little nieces? How it was windy and I was like an animal, like, oh, oh, right, trying to protect my food from the wind. Because it was so windy that day that all my like fries flew off. Well, not the fries, like, well, yeah, my fries and my chicken flew off. And my sister and my mom felt bad, so they gave me like some of theirs, and I was like, oh my gosh, y'all are too nice to me. Well, see, me and my sister don't get along, but I mean, we look out for each other anyways. She what's it called? The squirrel, I don't know if it was a she or a he. All I know is that it was a big squirrel. I did not need those fries. Like, they fell off the table, right? And this squirrel was standing like 3 feet away from me, just eating them. Like, it had no fear of humans. I was like, bro, that's not normal. That squirrel could be dangerous someday. For real. And honestly, guys, I do have time to read 6 as well, except it's taking a toll, like doing Dingle's Jingly's voice. Yeah, because Jingly is like super like rash and harsh and stuff. So I think I will save that until I don't see him anymore. Yeah. So I have finished reading for now. Um I will ask y'all once we finish this book which book y'all want me to read next. I actually bought my entire favorite series, right? And it's by hold on. I have all my books back here. But I'm kind of scared to move this because my Switch is literally balancing on all these books that I have over here. We have The Book King, okay, and the series is called The Wormling. It's a nice book. It smells good. Mm-hmm. And it's by Jerry B. Jenkins, Chris Farby, and Chris Farby, I think. It's a religious fantasy, and I like religious fantasy, honestly. From what I've read that. I don't know if there's more religious fantasy that I would like. I feel like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is like a religious fantasy, but I'm not really quite sure. And damn guys, I'm drinking a lot. Gee, remember, stay hydrated, okay? Um, but did I mention that I had a friend during Christmas? Well, I don't know if we're still friends. I don't know because don't friends talk more often, or like at least try to make time for each other and check on each other? I don't know. But we give each other something for Christmas, and I got a puzzle, and I've yet to play it, and then I mean build it or whatever. And I kind of want to. It's 500 pieces. It's a picture of wolves, and it's really cute. And also, she gave me this book that's super thick, and the chapters are like big, and it's like a lot of books in one because it's a trilogy in one book. And I have to read it for y'all eventually, but books like that scare me. Like this one, The Last Unicorn is really good. But I mean, I'll talk more about it once we're done. Honestly, Cully sounds like he's living in his own fantasy. And this chapter, I don't know. Oh gosh, wait, my Tamagotchi baby, she tinkled. Oh my god, wait. Let me finish taking care of her. Mimi is getting old. She's like 5. I think at 8 they reproduce. I'm gonna give her cereal for the night. She doesn't want to play. She's trying to get chunky. She's already 32G. She looks happy. Whatever. As long as she's happy. As long as Mimi's happy. Um, but yeah, I will not be taking off my shoes, okay? I know what y'all are trying to do. I don't do adult content, okay? I don't stream for kids, but I don't do like any weird stuff, okay? I'm trying to stay nice and simple and sweet and cute, okay? And so, yeah. I hope y'all are reasonable. Y'all understand. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. But yes, other than that, I mean, I think I've been doing good. I got it like a dinosaur duck today, and I thought it was super cute. I thought it was very, very cute. Once we finish the story, I think I'll finish the other one that I haven't finished for y'all. Don't Let the Forest In. I like that one a lot. I like that one about as much as I like The Last Unicorn. Actually, I like Don't Let the Forest In better. That, like, so far, like, from how I've read it, I like it better. But The Last Unicorn is really good too. Yes, Kevin? I am Bunny. Hi, Philip. How are you? Are you doing good? Bunny, can I see your shoes? Oh, here. Let me see. I can get up. I think I just need to. My shoes look like these. Those are my shoes. Just basic shoes, basic tennis shoes, you know? But yeah. Let me walk back and oh gosh. What is that? I ain't trying to play no music. What? No, sir. But yes, those are my shoes. I hope you like them. Oh, not my phone trying to fall on me now. But yeah, guys, don't forget to stay hydrated. Um, I I don't really on this account, I don't really have like a lot of fashion that would match this character, like that would match me. But I'd like to someday. I kind of want some cozy stuff. Cuz right now I look like a magician, right? But I wouldn't mind getting like a cute sweater and stuff. Since I'm reading for y'all now, I would really like to save up some coins and be able to get different outfits and like better, more hair that I would like, you know, to wear on me. But you have to pay for that. And I am on a no spending ban. So yes. And then other than that, that's it. I like I'm doing pretty. I think I'm doing pretty good with my outfit so far. It matches who I am. So yes. I feel like looking at my character while I talk with y'all helps me, you know, be nicer and stuff. Cuz sometimes I've become kind of like a sailor with the way that I talk sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I've become kind of like a little, you know, like a cursing star. I curse a lot. Bunny Rabbit lives, Mrs. Curse a lot. Yes. Oh, trying to like, oh, trying to do this. We'd like to see our little plushy bear. But yeah, I think. Oh yeah, and she gave me some rocks. They were really cool. I just I have them like decoration. I think Mimi will go to sleep soon. She will. It's gonna be 9 soon. Bunny, can you put your hand on the couch? I cannot. Sadly, you can only use hand tracking when you're streaming on here, which I am not. I'm streaming on YouTube like this. See, this is how you set up the stream for this. I'm not streaming. I mean, I've been thinking about it honestly. But I cannot put my hand on the couch. Yes. Like this? You want me to like just stand up like this? I look, I don't know what you're trying to do. You have me a little confused. I'm like, what's going on here? Why are you asking me to stand up, show my shoes, take off my glasses? What's going on? Oh, I can't sit on the floor. You can't really do that on here. I wish I could. I think you need like a special pillow for that. But I do have a different chair, a sofa, and a bed. And more different chairs. But yes. You can't really sit on it. I do not have a pillow like that. Because you have to buy it again. Like, everything in here, like, especially decorations for your room, unless there's, like, special events for it, you don't get it for free. But, what's it called, which chair do you want to see? There's, like, 4. I have this one in the middle. Right here. You see it? I have this one. Right here. And then I have... Oh, the blue one. Hold on. It's getting hard to, like, find a spot for it. Okay. Like this? But you got those for free when they first introduced the room stuff. You got these like little seashell chairs for free. But yeah. Y'all stay hydrated, okay? Stay hydrated. Golly, Jingly's voice is really dang, brother. You want me to walk around? Kevin. Kevin, what is the meaning of this? Oh, the mirror works. I'm actually really cute. What, like, you want me to walk around, but, like, what do you want me to do, though? Oh, thank you. I kind of wanted to get a different hair, but it costs 4,000 coins, and I have, like, only 500. But the hair, because I want to get more, like, wavy hair. I don't think I can sit on the bed. I think I can only lay on it. There's some beds that you can sit on, just not this one. You know what I mean? Like that, but I don't know. That's not, I don't know. Oh, gee. And then I have this right here. My mic is on. And oh gosh, wait. Yeah. You can't sit on the bed though, sadly. On air. And but yeah, with all the free stuff that I've gotten from the little events back when I used to play this more often, um that's all that I have basically. I don't have a lot. I work with what I have, and this is what I have. So technically, this is as good as it gets. Oh god, that toe is still scaring me. I'm like, oh gosh. Let it not decide to fall on my knee, okay? By the way, while I was working, a big dog ran into my knee and hyperextended it. I don't know how it didn't hurt, but it didn't hurt. I don't know. That was crazy. But yeah, actually, say if I if I do stream, I think, or even like without streaming, I could go to a different world. Like I could do just chatting on the world, but it depends on kind of like what kind of vibes y'all want, you know, because I like how cozy this is, how cute and relaxing this is, right? I chose the wall color specifically because it's close to my favorite color and close to the color of the room where I used to live. But yeah, because like these like apartment colors are so dreary. I'm like, oh my god. Actually, I could even like maybe like on a just chatting stream, I could do like a oh Mimi's asleep, I think. Yeah, Mimi's asleep. I gotta turn her light off. Um, see, I could build a puzzle, but y'all wouldn't be able to see the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason and way I can do these streams where I'm reading to y'all and chatting with y'all is because I can literally like stream it from my phone and do nothing else besides use my phone, right, and chat with y'all and read to y'all. Um but I can't record any other thing though. You know what I mean? So if I did make the puzzle, y'all would not be able to see it. Y'all would just be able to hear it. Um but yeah, I'm not sure. Or even like I could like play Exploding Kittens or something. I don't know. I have some ideas. But y'all would not be able to see the cards. Y'all would just be able to like hear it. What to do? What to do? Many ideas. But yeah, thank you for liking my hair. It's kind of like the waviest option they had for free. So, yeah. I was kind of looking to like buy some wavy or curly hair for this character, but it's been like this for years. So, at this point I'm like, do I need to do that? I don't know. I could just be overthinking it or whatever. But honestly, it's better that way, you know. Okay. But yeah, you hear that? But chapter 6 is gonna have to wait because Dingley's in it, and my voice is cooked for now. Um, I could also, so maybe next time I stream, I could do more if Dingley's not involved. But like I said, Dingley's voice is kind of rough, and I'm not a voice actor, so my voice definitely is not built to be working like that for long periods of time. So yes. I'm also look, I'm shy, okay? And also like I think I'm gonna read ahead to see how I want to voice them because I was like over here like voicing characters wrong when they were speaking. So next time around, I will be prepared and y'all will hear the voices more what's that word? More what is that word? Mm, more gosh, what is it? More sorry guys. Don't forget to like, okay? Don't forget it. Okay? Do not forget it. Um I think I want to use the word consistent. But yes, a more consistent voice for all the characters because you saw me be like, "Oh, wait, wrong voice, wrong." Just kidding. Everything's fine. But yeah. And then I'll show y'all Mimi next time cuz actually I can't. Ugh, I open tomorrow. Big sad. Um, but yes. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not already. And have a great day. Stay hydrated. And bye. Bye bye.